Welcome back to the Afro Anime Initiative podcast. Here at the Afro Anime Initiative, we discuss everything in Afrofuturism from A to Z, and probably a couple letters that haven't come yet because, futurism. I am your host, Darren Bradley. Today I am joined by Paulina. What's going on, P? Say what's up to the people.
Hi, guys. I hope y'all are well and safe.
Oh, man, plus my other co-host with us today is Marvette. Marvette, how you feeling today?
I'm doing well. Hope you guys are good and keeping your masks on.
Nice. Well, man, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straight up with the initiative. Like, my energy is mad low with this episode because I was catching up on Ray Fisher. And I'm just going to say this. Ray Fisher, man, I'm not even mad at you. I'm just mad disappointed. Just disappointed. But a man I'm not disappointed in today is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, a couple of months ago, as his Dave Chappelle show, iconic Dave Chappelle, was released to streaming services. Dave Chappelle came to the people saying, "Hey, people, don't watch the show. I ain't getting paid for this. I signed a bad contract when I was a young man. Don't watch it. Don't support this crap." And you know what? Netflix took it off, and the people didn't support. Well, Dave Chappelle got paid. We can watch the show again. Marvette, tell us the deets of what Dave Chappelle announced today about his Netflix show.
Power to the people. My man finally got his money. Comedy Central, F you for, messing with my mans like that. But I'm glad Netflix stepped up. And the people, man, Dave Chappelle, power to you.
All right. What happened? What was this? What was the money like? Did they announce like the money they getting? Did they tell them like how much he getting paid? I know they had to cut the check to make him be like, okay, everybody, y'all can watch the show again.
None of the deals, the contract they talked about or anything was put out yet. But he told the people, you can go ahead and watch my show again. It's going to be back on some part of February. It's going to be back on Netflix again, so people could definitely watch it again.
Oh,
he's definitely getting a damn check. Nice. As he should.
Nice. Pauline, how do we feel about Dave Chappelle letting people watch his show again and getting his money?
I mean, good for him, honestly. Hopefully that, Netflix has the same energy for everybody else who's like, hey, I need to be paid fairly for my content or whatever the situation is. Hopefully more companies follow suit. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe they're doing performative allyship and will actually do it. Who knows? But I'm happy for him. Good for him. Plus, he's like, it's Dave Chappelle. Like, he's been in the business for at least 20 some odd years. Give the man his coin. Give the man his money for his hard work. And he's getting it. So good for him. I'm glad they were able to negotiate or renegotiate and include him.
Fact. And like I said, I'm gonna say his name one more time, and hopefully this will be the last time I have to say his name on this podcast. Ray Fisher. This is what happens when you go into something with a goal. Dave Chappelle's goal was to get paid for the show he created that everybody else is making money off of. He stated what he wanted, told people what he wanted. They did it, and he got what he wanted. See, that's what happens when you actually know what you want and you not begging for an apology from a dude that obviously don't care about you because he has his job. And guess what, bro? You don't. So, Ray Fisher, learn. Grow.
You said his name again.
Yeah, I know. But I just want to make sure it was dedicated to him, that the people listening know it was dedicated to him, that everybody else seemed to be getting their stuff together while this man is begging for apologies. So, anyway, shout out to Dave Chappelle. Congratulations. Tell you the truth, I want to know the number. I want to know what they cut him in on. I want to know if they gave him back some ownership points. So, I want to know the details, but hopefully we'll get some of that soon. But speaking of somebody who can't seem to keep their mouth shut to keep their money, Disney announced that Gina Carano has been fired from their Star Wars show, The Mandalorian, one of the most popular shows of the last year. And if you don't know what Gina's been doing, Gina's a conservative. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine being conservative. But Gina says a lot of offensive stuff that's offensive to a lot of people. And Disney, being the beautiful company they are, is just like, we don't need this smoke. Conservative, liberal, we don't care. We just don't need it. You're fired. But the thing is, she was warned several times. And she still chose her freedom of speech, which she has. Because freedom of speech means you can say what you want and the government can't hurt you. but that don't mean you get to keep your job.
Exactly.
Disney finding out they fired her. Paulina, how do we feel about the Gina Carano situation at Disney Plus?
First of all, she's ugly. Second of all, good, because it's like even even Pedro Pascal had to pull her aside because she did something on her profile and on her Instagram. Now, I'm not a part of this demographic. I can't say I don't care, but I didn't see this. But she made fun of how people would put their.
I remember that.
And she
Yep.
What did she put? She put like beep bop boop, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really? And Pedro was like, "Hey, no, we don't do that. Do not do that." Like, I don't know what else he told her, but she definitely took it down and corrected herself. But that was that one time. But then after that, she just kept going. She was warned, slow down a bit. But then she just kept going, and it's like, Disney, why didn't you? What are y'all doing? Why didn't you kick her out before? And it's like, I'm glad, finally, because the last stuff she said, the last crap, she was saying, I'm pretty sure she just basically supports Nazis. But, look, I can go on for the next hour about how just why about this, but baseline, she's gone. She's out of the picture. She shouldn't even be in a role of a show that I can't say takes pride in embracing differences, but yeah, Star Wars. I don't know. I mean, your beliefs don't have to coincide exactly with whatever it is that you're working with all the time, but have some tact. Seriously. I'm surprised with the whole God, what was her name? It was the whole anti-vax thing. She was posting some dumb crap on her Instagram and Twitter. And she's in Black Panther.
Oh, it's a lot of stupid ones like that too.
Yeah. So it's like, yo.
No, we talked about that. The girl that played Shuri, she wasn't posting anti-vax. What she did, she put up a video saying, "Yo, black people should have a reason to be worried about it," and of course, people took that out of context. So she didn't, and again, she took it down, and she said, "Hey, we warned you." She said, "Okay, cool, I ain't gonna do it," and she stopped.
Right. No, exactly. She was smart. She was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm not doing this again," because it's a hot topic. Like, people will get heated over it. This one over here, I don't know what she's on. I guess she was on that, support Donald Trump all the way thing for, I don't know, God knows how long. And here she is. She lost her job. And that's the energy that we all need this 2021 moving forward. Just fire or just demolish racists and whatever ists and phobics, because I don't have the energy for it. I just don't. I'm just glad she's out. I'm glad Disney actually did something. Let me shut up. Remember how you feel.
Wait, hold on, pause. What else you got to say? It's a podcast. Talk, like, spit it, fam. We got hours. Let's go. Like, come on, hold back.
I'm over here like, you know what we're doing, right? You need to be talking right now.
No, I know. Trust me. My arm hurts too much for me to continue, though. So.
Oh, okay, then that's different. Don't hurt yourself now. Don't do that. Yeah, Merv. Go ahead, Merv.
I feel that she got hit too many times on the head during her MMA years.
Ooh,
so,
okay.
Going from transphobic comments to talking about people that being oppressed to all of that shit. Where's her PR team?
Thank you.
Where's her damn agent? Take her phone away. What are y'all doing?
Some thoughts
but
about
again,
that, but go ahead.
Freedom of speech. I'm all for it, but some things you don't fucking talk about. And if you don't want backlash from it, keep that fucking comment to yourself.
Shut the hell up.
Like, why are you even bringing up shit like that? That's like you talk about Muslims and bitch, I'm coming for your ass. You know? But, I'm just saying. And you're messing with a whole fucking army of them.
Exactly.
So, yeah. That's not a forest you want to play with, honey.
I think the thing... force. I saw that. Good. I saw what you did. I think that's the thing that people understand. Freedom of speech is cool, but it doesn't mean freedom from consequences. The government not doing nothing to you.
Right.
You're not going to jail for nothing you said. You lost your job. You work for a private company who money you would have hurt with that stupidity. You again, if it wasn't for the fact that the show was literally on at the time, well, guess what? Show's over. It may not be coming back. We don't need you. We got 6 more shows coming, and we got more than enough people willing to take a job for Star Wars. So we asked you nicely. Your co-star came to you, and he had beef with us, and he still tried to protect your dumb butt. Yo, calm down. Hey, your opinion's your opinion, but yo, you ain't got to say it like this. Let's get the show. We got the bag. We number 1 right now. We holding down Disney. Guess what? WandaVision out. They don't need you. The rest of the Marvel stuff coming. They don't need you. The rest of the Star Wars stuff is coming. They don't need you. You're not safe. And you're not the victim. Because the government didn't do anything to you. And you're probably going to get a job with some conservative think tank or some crap because you speak in ignorance.
Oh,
that's what her age is at.
But yes,
I honestly think her age is. No, keep going so you can get fired this show and then get paid to say your stupidity.
Oh, no, she is, actually.
She's going to go to... Right. She's
Sure
going to go to one of those. She's definitely going. Yeah. So it's like... It was almost like it was planned because in our next story, we're going to talk about how well Disney is actually doing. So they wanted to pull her away from that so she could go get this. I'm sorry, it's ignorant money. Say something stupid and get supported by ignorant people. And that's what she's going to do. And they're like, well, it'll be a much easier job than you actually having to do stunts and actually act. It was just, I understand why Disney actually did wait so long because for their faults, Disney is still smart. They only had that 1 hit at the time. Well, now they got a couple of hits. Yeah, bye, you can go. We'll replace you with something else. We got Boba Fett now. We don't need you. You're okay.
She got cocky. That's what happened.
Yeah. Which is also why Pedro Pascal has got him an HBO Max series coming out soon too. So it's like, yeah. Disney like, cool. Y'all do what y'all want. We don't need you. Let somebody else have you as a headache. Because, like I said, Pedro Pascal had beef with Disney Plus too. It wasn't all smooth sailing for him either, and he may not be back.
Yeah.
But at least he wasn't doing nothing stupid. He's just like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna get another job. But yeah, speaking of which, Disney doing so good that they can release 2 of their hottest stars right now. Disney Plus had their investor meeting on Thursday. One of the biggest things, well, Disney, the company, I'm sorry, had their investors meeting on Thursday. And one of the biggest things that came out of that was that Disney Plus internationally is halfway to Netflix. They have reached 94 million, and Netflix, I believe, is 219 million, and Disney is at 94. So they're halfway there. So it's been a really good year for Disney Plus. Marvette, how do we feel about the news that Disney Plus is catching up to Netflix quite fast?
Well, they're producing and they're doing new shows, so people will definitely sign up. And the numbers are, wow, surprisingly up there. Will Netflix still be around, guys?
Oh, yeah. Netflix not going away. Even though they were the front runner, usually people come up behind you and follow you, and then they take you over. I think Netflix is doing everything they can to stay as innovative and as widespread as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I think Netflix will be fine, especially like a lot of the international deals that Netflix has. They're pulling that stuff under their brand. Mm-hmm. And the way Disney is winning because Disney is using their brand. So nobody else other than Warner Brothers has that big of a brand, and Warner Brothers is just not outside of the States yet. So Netflix is going to be around for a while.
Yeah, those numbers are really good. And the fact that they're by 2024 looking at approximately 230, 260 million, I'm like, they'll definitely get there if they keep producing and giving people new products every time.
Star Wars, Marvel.
Dropped all them damn movies you see.
Please, just do it. All right, yeah. Paulina. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
No, go ahead, Polly.
So I called it. Not all of it, but I called it. I remember distinctly seeing that news and thinking back to our last conversation. What, 3 episodes ago?
Mm-hmm.
You know, mm-hmm. So Disney, yes, is definitely catching up, and I know the projection is like 2024 and the 200 million. I'm pretty sure it's going to be much sooner than that.
Mm-hmm.
Much sooner than that, because first of all, WandaVision is fire right now. Didn't start yet. I will this weekend. Just y'all yell at me after we finish recording to get started on it at least tonight. And they just dropped The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like the trailer, like 2-3 days ago.
Fire.
And it's fire. It's absolute fire. And I'm just like, yeah, Disney Plus is doing fine. They're doing absolutely fine. So although a part of me is like, I don't know if I want to keep up with Netflix though, because I'm not on it very much. But granted, I'm not on much anyways, because, school, I'm busy. But I don't know yet. But I want to say good for Disney. At the same time, I want to smack Disney for a lot of other crap that we will talk about in a moment. But yeah, it's not surprising at all. And they still have a lot more content to drop and to finish filming, and just purely in the Marvel realm. We're only talking about Marvel here. And then you look at Star Wars. I haven't been following too closely with Star Wars, unfortunately. I should be. I used to be a big Star Wars fan. I'm just over here like, but yay, Star Wars. But I hear that they have some cool content coming out too. I mean, they already have cool content. They're doing all right with it. Hopefully, they have even more cool content that doesn't, make us go, why did you waste your time with this crap like they did with the movies? So, good on them. Hopefully, we see some more awesome stuff that justifies the number of people jumping into the Disney Plus wagon.
It's Disney again. They're doing the smart thing by focusing on the brand, and under the brand, they're like, hey, yes, it says Disney. You see the star going across the sky over the castle, but look, there's Captain America. Oh, and look over there. There's Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Yep. Like, they're making sure you recognize, like, no, all this other stuff we own too. And I think they're about to really hit hard when they let people know, we own Aliens, Predators, RoboCop. Yes. Those are ours now.
Yes.
Like, and so it's gonna get to the point where the brand is all encompassing once they pull away from this just family friendly stuff. Forgetting that the reason that all these people have kids because they was adults and they had a lot of sex. They are grown. So you still got to treat adults with some intelligence and give them some stuff too. So it's the brand has given them such a big international push that Warner Brothers and HBO they're just not in it yet. And I don't know why they don't understand that especially their biggest thing that's coming out, the Snyder Cut is coming out for Warner Brothers soon. That was done internationally. International fans gave that push to get that out. And you drop HBO Max, say the Snyder Cut is going to HBO Max, and you don't have an international rollout plan ready. Come on, people. But yeah, Netflix should be a little worried. Mm-hmm. Oh, we actually got competition a little bit sooner than we thought.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
And they were actually doing
get it together.
Well. I'm sorry. Like, I was just thinking about it too. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. But I was just thinking about it too. It's like they were actually doing so well with their original content a while back. And, I know that they had to shut them down saying, oh, it's getting too expensive. And it's like, okay, but what about now? Can you revisit them? Can you bring up some more fire content? Because, like, The Get Down, Sense8,
yeah, Black
Mirror. Like, I can only say those three. I'm pretty sure there was more. They still have original content, but it was just not as big as the stuff that they did before. And
they don't promote.
They don't promote. They just promote. They just send you an email saying, hey, here's something that you might like. And it's like, wait a minute.
At halftime, you don't get the damn email.
Yep. I got to remind them. I let them know.
Yeah, halftime, you get the damn email.
What the hell?
So they got to promote. They got great stuff. And this is the thing, like, there are YouTube channels popping up talking about Netflix hidden gems. But yo, I shouldn't have to go to somebody else's channel for a hidden gem. Netflix, you got your own YouTube. Start using that stuff.
Ooh,
definitely.
Seriously.
Start using that stuff. Use your social media. Promote these things. You spent the money on them, so promote them. Especially the stuff that you own. How come I'm just now finding out? Oh my God! To all the boys I loved before Part 3 is coming out Valentine's Day. I didn't find that out till yesterday.
I didn't even know about that until this morning. I don't even follow it. I'm just like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Now I know right now.
See, dude, I love that. I love that series. I ain't never reading that book though, but I really love this series. I thought it was done so well. It wasn't too, I don't know, just crappy. It wasn't. It was actually pretty good. So I'm waiting for Part 3, and it's coming out. I just find out 48 hours before it comes out. What the hell? Y'all should be seeing, hey, one of our biggest successes, the final part. You should be blowing that up.
And it shouldn't have to take like the people who worked on it to promote it. Like I'm thinking about Castlevania, for example. The only way we know, the only way we know about any dates being dropped is through the studio. Not even Netflix itself.
Yep.
The studio, the people who write the show, the people who do the storyboards, the people who actually do the animation. They talk on social media. They're like, "Hey, here's what's happening." We learned about the scandals through them. Like that's how we learn about new episodes or the new season dropping through them. Not even Netflix, unless you pay attention to your email or if it doesn't even go to spam or if you get it at all. So it's frustrating. So yes, Netflix has a lot of competition coming up. Like they better get this shit together.
And it's so easy for them to do. Like Netflix has a very good mantra: to make money, you got to spend money. Of course, they're a little bit in debt because they're spending money on such a diverse range of things in like every country. Every country they got something working, some production, something going. Something's going to get original content for that culture, for those people. But then turn around, spend some money to people to promote it so they can know it's on, so they can watch it. Look, buy the service. But if somebody doesn't know something's happening, come on, because Malcolm and Marie, that's something I want to watch. It's something I actually want to sit down and watch. The only press it's getting is bad press because a lot of the press don't like it.
Right. Yes, I saw
Netflix,
that.
Right, but Netflix should tell me that it's out. Netflix should tell me that it's trending in their top 10 around the world. Netflix should tell me that, not people who don't want me to watch it. Come on. They don't want me to watch it.
Exactly. Like, don't watch it. We don't like it. It's like, but why?
Because of the feedback that people are giving. That movie is an art in itself. I could sit there and argue with people about it. It's just a lot of them, because it's in black and white, a lot of them don't understand it. It's literally like you're watching a play with just two characters in the entire freaking movie.
Right. The whole point the whole point of black and white is to focus on the characters.
No, but for this generation, the younger generation that's attached to Netflix, they don't get that.
Yeah, they gonna learn.
And when you watch it, you're gonna see. I don't want to go into depth because some of you haven't watched it yet, but fuck it, I'm gonna go into depth.
Go ahead.
Yeah, how toxic. It's toxic, dramatic, trauma. It's too many feels in one thing. And it's amazingly put together. Fuck their ratings. They don't know what art is. That was art.
Yeah, because I heard that one of the YouTubers I watched, she said that the reason it seems to be getting a lot of backlash from critics, because literally half the movies them talking shit about critics. I'm like, yeah, critics are sensitive motherfuckers. Like, yeah, y'all sensitive as hell. So of course y'all, want to bash something that disses y'all. But I'm still gonna watch it too. First of all, it was a great accomplishment, something that was filmed completely during the pandemic. Zendaya put her money and her mouth behind it, called up her people to do it, and they did it. They made a whole damn movie where half of you people begging for jobs. Ray Fisher. Oh, I said his name again. So
hats off. Sorry to cut you off. John David Washington proved he's a freaking amazing actor in a damn movie. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's on the list. I have too big of a list, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna watch them, and hopefully we'll also get them recorded for some initiative reviews. Stay tuned, guys. Oh man. So yeah. But like Paulina said, Disney, for every time they get some good stuff and do something good, then they drop some other news, and I guess they were just like, hey, let's put out a lot of bad news this week because Thursday we just got a lot of good stuff to say. Disney also announced this week that they are closing down Blue Sky Studios, animation studio they had purchased under Fox. Blue Sky Studios actually was a profitable studio, something that you really hear with Fox, but it was a profitable studio, made a lot of actually decent classics, and they're shutting them down. Paulina, how do we feel about this? How do we feel about the closing of Blue Sky?
But why? Disney? But why though? Like, what's the okay, when Disney closes something that's actually doing decent, my question is, and we've seen this, my question is, do they plan to merge it? Do they plan to just scrap it and then be like, okay, we'll just use our own crap, and then their own crap is not that great until like a year or two later, or 3 years later? Like, what what is their thinking process? What does this board of rich white men, what are they thinking when they make these decisions? Because the biggest problem behind it is the people who work there are out of jobs now. They're out of
It's
jobs.
redundancy.
It's extremely redundant. And don't they even have a movie coming out
No,
from that
but
studio?
that's what I'm saying. That's why they did it. Yeah, but that's why they shut them down, because they're redundant. You know, Disney owns. This would be like their fourth animation studio. Would it be 4 or 5?
I thought it was 5. I think it's 5.
Yeah,
It's 5.
Blue Sky would have been their 5th one, and honestly, it would have been their most underperforming one, because I believe Pixar alone outdoes Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar alone.
Yep.
But the thing is also when you bought Fox, you knew this. You bought Fox, you knew you had these people. You could have either downsized Blue Sky, move people over, but why are you closing the studio? Like I said, you still got other studios. Like everybody else is on their own. Why Blue Sky couldn't stay? Because what did they do? What's their major thing? Their major franchise is Ice Age?
Yes.
I think it's Ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their major franchise is Ice Age. And Ice Age is, no matter how many of them crappy movies come out, them suckers still make money.
Yeah.
3.2 billion in the global box office.
Absolutely.
But the key word you were saying there, Polly, is they were making money, but you said minimum. And when what they're going through their head is profit.
Yep.
If they're seeing bigger numbers in other studios, who cares about the 405 employees they got? Even though they're saying we're going to try to locate them at nearby studios.
I highly doubt it.
But hey, exactly. If you're not bringing in the numbers they're expecting with other studios, then why should I keep you open?
Right.
The thing is, and that's the part, like Paulina was saying, which makes me a little weary. Because they were profitable, maybe not Disney profitable, but they were still profitable. Again, Blue Sky is probably one of the few things that Fox had that was competing with Disney. But if you got all this crap that you trying to come out for Disney Plus, just let Blue Sky work on it. Hey, Blue Sky, do this. Hey, Blue Sky, here you go. Hey, Blue Sky, do this extra shit. Why close the studio? Even if it's redundancy, but they can still do the work. They've proven that they can do successful work. Because they got, I think they announced like 8 different animated shows, and that's not including the shorts, like just the shorts. Unless you finna hire all the Blue Sky people to work on those under Disney people, you could have just let Blue Sky make their own stuff. Y'all could have made an Ice Age television show. Put it on Disney Plus. It's not redundant if you need the content. Because I believe that's what the press release said. It was just that it was Blue Sky Studios, some blah, 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 personnel, blah, 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 blah. And then we're going to try to relocate them. But you can get rid of the managers, and I hate saying it that way, but you can remove the managers because you got your own Disney managers. But the people who actually do the drawing, why not just let them make their own stuff or put them on side projects? But you close the whole studio down.
Well, that means projects that they're working on just completely going to stop. They're not going to be out.
Yeah, they're probably going to scrap anything that they're working on. They probably had most of their stuff stopped when the merger was announced. Because, when you do the mergers, most companies, unless the product is finished, they won't continue making stuff. And I'm sorry, Paulina, I completely interrupted you and kept going. I'm sorry. Finish your point. My bad.
No. Y'all made the rest of my point. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
That's my thing, though. Right. Sorry.
Continue.
You were saying how they were working on Nimona, and it's supposed to be out next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, but then they were like, they stopped production for it. I'm like, but you already did 10 months of work. Wouldn't you finish the project?
Right. Like, who are you going to hand off the work to now?
It depends on if Disney saw any profitability in it. Because, again, Fox is doing a lot of stuff that Disney would have never done. And, again, that's the point of having multiple studios, so you get stuff that other people won't do, so you have diversity. There's some stuff that Blue Sky made that even though it made money, Disney would never produce nothing like that. They just wouldn't. But again, you don't know if it was going to be a hit because let's be honest, nobody thought Ice Age was going to go past that first movie. They went up to like 10.
It's a family-friendly movie.
Yep.
Right. And I don't understand why Disney wouldn't keep that and say, okay, now the Ice Age franchise is under Disney, headed by the people that made it in the first place, Blue Sky. It's weird. It's weird because again, from a corporate structure and standpoint, the managers would be redundant. I don't need you having the same job as my guy over here at Pixar and at Disney Animation and whoever the other animation studios. But I could see you coming in and working on another project for like I said, Disney Plus, the Ice Age television show. Again, Disney Plus still needs content. They still need more content. Or even moving to Hulu. Keep forgetting that Disney owns Hulu.
Oh my God. I completely forgot that.
So produce content for Hulu, but don't close the whole studio. Just maybe downsize a little bit or just restructure. Look, that's how the Yikes say it anyway. We're restructuring, but you don't have to shut down the studio because the Blue Sky was doing decent work. It really worked.
Move it to China.
Yeah. No, or even this, move it to Korea. You trying to get into the super anime stuff, get over to Korea and then moving back and forth between China and Japan. So you got to say you chose a side. We was in Korea. We didn't choose a side.
Hey, north or south?
You stupid. Yeah, I don't know. But again, hopefully everybody at Blue Sky, first of all, people recognize the work they did. Like I said, this stuff wasn't for me, but hey, a lot of people like that Ice Age. I've seen them plushies around for a long time there. And they did other stuff too, but Ice Age is the biggest thing. I just hope they do find jobs. I hope they find jobs working on stuff that they like. That's important too. Not just, sitting there doing somebody else stuff. Maybe they had some creative thing in. Man, before we move on, anybody has anything to say about Disney's up and down week?
Disney just greedy. Dang. Oh, Disney Plus and, the bundle, they're moving up $1 since, their numbers are high now.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Great. Wonderful.
Yeah, but it's $1. Not like Netflix. You keep jumping up every year.
Bro.
Every year. They're like $15.99 now. I'm like, I'm going to cancel.
It depends on the screens you have.
I have standard. I just have standard.
Yeah, that's not cool. $15.99 for standard. That's not cool.
I think I have standard. Yeah, I have standard. It's like, what the? No. So
that's not cool.
You better call them.
Yeah, double check that because I know the $15.99 plan that we got. You get 4 accounts, but you can download in 4K and stuff now too. That's what that's 4K, what we pay for. That's why we pay that money.
Y'all need to upgrade to a $20 account.
Yeah.
I think I have the plan that you have, Darren. It's we're literally we're barely on it. That's the thing. I'm barely on it. Like I don't know. There's stuff that I am interested, or like if a movie I want to see is nowhere else but Netflix, I'll watch it. Other than that, I don't care much unless it's Castlevania, to be honest. I don't know. I guess I'll have to find stuff I'm interested on Netflix. If not, I may cancel. I don't know yet. But that's just me. It's an ongoing saga. It's an ongoing saga with me. Netflix.
The streaming wars is not only between the companies, it's also between the people that got to pay for it. We don't know if we want to pay off of this crap.
For real.
Man.
Get off my account.
Shoot.
Or sell me $1 or $2 to pay the damn bill.
Right.
Bro, give me a refund at the end of the year. I've been with you the whole time. Throw me 50 cents back. Something. Give me something.
You know what? I'm going to change the password on everybody.
Oh, my Lord. Do it so I can laugh.
Oh, someone did that.
Anyway.
Someone actually did that. Somebody, the whole family pissed them off and they just changed the Netflix password. They thought they were playing it.
So real.
They're like, nope.
Nice.
Like, I love it. I should do that.
Nice. Oh, my God. Oh, man. All right. Well, in the distinguished competition news, as you can tell, I am a Marvel boy because you knew what I meant, guys. DC has announced their revitalized plans for the re-release of Milestone Comics. Milestone Comics, the home of such iconic comic book heroes as Static and Icon. Look here, I did that. Iconic heroes. Anyway, It's been delayed. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's been such a long time. But welcome to Darren's DC rant. Hey, you pieces of crap. Warner Brothers DC. I know you just did a giant restructuring where you fired all your comic book people. Maybe you shouldn't did that, and the stuff that we actually want to pay for will come out instead of your 18th goddamn Batman book. We've been waiting for this shit. Waiting for it. Black History Month. Oh, we about to get static. And you wait to the middle of Black History Month. Yes, it's the middle of Black History Month because Valentine's Day is Sunday. You waited to tell us everything's getting pushed back. Hey, but we're gonna let remember that free book we gave y'all a while ago? We gonna put it back out again for $5. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, calm down. I am gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it because you offered some extra stuff. But you wanna know something? I also would have paid the $5 for the damn comic book. Understand things happen. This COVID has been really stressful on a lot of us. You know who else has been stressful on? The people who give you money for your stuff. And we were looking forward to this. Looking forward. You know how hard it is to be a comic book fan nowadays and actually look forward to something? But after I take a deep breath, take your time. Do it right. Respect the property. Respect the artists. Respect the writers. Respect the legacy of Dwayne McDuffie. But you assholes, if you knew it was going to be late, y'all could have said something earlier. Because let's be honest, I've been slowing down on buying books during Black History Month because everything's been put on sale. Because I was waiting for that static, yo. I was waiting for that milestone. Like, once I get that in my hand, then I'll go wild and buy everything else. Because guess who else got pushed back? So I'm not just going to make this a DC rant. They pushed back the Black Panther comic book, too. Y'all knew Black History Month was coming. Y'all knew that these characters are iconic to a group of people here, a group of people who will promote the hell out of them for y'all for free. And you couldn't get it out during Black History. Yes, every day is Black History because, you know, we here. But goddamn it, we got this month a little bit bigger than every day. But DC, Marvel is this in January. Y'all wait till February. A couple weeks before the book was supposed to come out. Get it together. Because I sure ain't seen no slip-ups in the release of them Batman and Superman books that I don't know who reading them. Incredible Hulk is beating y'all. Who? So, come on. How do you feel about the DC resetting the milestone schedule for this year?
Disappointed. Just, I guess I lost. Now I feel like I lost momentum. Whenever they do that, I understand that there's probably valid reasons. Hopefully, you know, they're giving themselves time to make it right. But at the same time, it's like, y'all should have made this announcement if this was going to be a thing, like, in January. Or at least the end of December. But, that's all I feel right now. I'm just disappointed, really. That's it.
All right, Mervat.
Disappointed. I'm still paying the $4.99. But stop fucking getting me hyped up about something and you taking it away from me. Fuck y'all.
We talked about this on our Hype Train episode a few weeks back. Like, I was excited for this. It's like Milestone is back. Y'all actually putting some money, some promotion, some effort behind it. And you wait till a couple of weeks before the book come out to be like, okay, now guys, we got to push it back. But ain't no way you didn't know. There's no way you didn't know. Y'all could have just announced, hey, guys, stuff is coming up. Look, blame it on COVID like everybody does. Again, if you were smart about it, I wouldn't be mad. Like, no, guys, COVID this, COVID did this, COVID did this. We got to push it back. I'm like, all right, cool, COVID sucks. No. Just like, yeah, guys, we got to rearrange. And we're going to tell you a couple of days before the book comes. Come on, man. Just, come on. I'm still hyped. Like Marvette said, like I said before, I'm still gonna buy the re-release of the Zero issue when it comes out digitally for $4.99, February 26th, and I believe on March 5th it'll be released in print, and I'll probably get a print version too. But dudes, like, just come on, get it together over there. DC, stop disrespecting your comic book audience, because again, without the comic book audience, and I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody says, y'all wannabe billion-dollar movies ain't nothing. They not, because yes, the Batman Begins and the Dark Knight were some dope movies. They were some dope crime movies, but they got to $1 billion because of Batman. Because of Batman. The Joker is a great, beautiful, wonderful commentary about the mental health issues here in America and how they are not being treated and how people can fall through the cracks. But the reason that sucker almost made $1 billion because you put Joker on it. Because you put Joker on it. Respect the comic book audience that sit here and promote y'all stuff for free, that go watch y'all movies 3 or 4 times. Respect the people that still read your books, because we the ones that still go to the movies too. We take that five. Look, we don't buy a couple of books that week so we can go to the damn theater. Stop playing us, man. If stuff's not coming, let us know. Don't wait till we ready to purchase, money in pocket, and then like, oh, it's not here. Don't, come on. And let's pull out of that. Let's pull out of that. DC rant over, and all we saying is, yeah, DC, come on, let's go. Just get together because we want this stuff. We want this stuff. That's why I also say, see, look, it's like you got to change it around. You got to change the narrative, change the conversation. That's why sometimes when these big companies got our stuff and they mess it up, support independent Black comic book creators. Hashtag Access Guide Black Comics is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Follow that hashtag on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's coming. The creators is ready. The books is coming. It's coming. So when DC or Marvel and these people mess up these Black characters we love, we support our own. Support the Black people that own the characters. Let's keep it going. Oh, man. See, I'm hyped up again. Okay, I'm back. Speaking of something which I didn't suspect would make me smile, and it did. Halle Berry, about a year now? Yeah, it's been a year. It was announced that it's been more than a year. It was announced that she was going to have a spinoff from her 007 role for James Bond. Well, it got canned. Wonder why. But the script got leaked. And oh, man, just wow. I'm just going to say that. Paulina, what are your thoughts? What did you read? What did you feel about the leak of the Halle Berry canceled James Bond spinoff show?
It's right there. It's right fucking there. I didn't get a chance to see the script because I literally just saw this article, like this news earlier today, and I'm like, we need to talk about this because this has been a thing that I've kind of been on, especially with the whole James Bond mythos for like the longest time, about how we need other perspectives in this whole thing about, secret agents and stuff. This is a backstory about Halle Berry's character Jinx from way back when during Pierce Brosnan's run as 007, as James Bond. And I'm like, but it's an awesome Black woman, and we get to learn more about her and why? Because she's an awesome Black woman. That's why we're not gonna see it. That's why they scrapped it. For me, that's why they scrapped it. I don't know the official reason. That's probably the official reason, but they don't want to get any hate or whatever. But it's like, can we have these stories now? I know that we have a spin-off or a somewhat of a maybe spin-off for 2 others in this franchise, but I don't know how solid the news is. At least for one of them. But it's like, okay, just give me my amazing Black woman agent already. Come on now. Stop it. Stop playing. Just stop. So, I'm disappointed. I'm annoyed. I'm deeply annoyed. At the same time, it's a motivating thing. Like, okay, well, let me write my own crap and find other means of sharing it without using a major studio taking it and then going, "Oh, sorry, we can't use it." Like, no, garbage. But hopefully, I don't know, at some point the story will be told. Hopefully not too late, but I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm just annoyed. And that's how I feel.
How do we feel? All right, gotcha. My bad. How do we feel about the Holly Berry spinoff show that has been canceled and it's scripted?
It would have been great if it was out, but I feel at the time with that movie, I feel like nobody, well, again, Hollywood and black female actors, who wants to invest in that at that time? Do you see the value? Do you see the will make profit? Do you see people accept a black female action star?
Mm.
You know, that's another point to look at it. That's how I saw it.
Okay, but
You
at,
know,
at
could be-
which time though? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like,
No, you're
what
fine. Go
time?
ahead.
Like, what time do you mean? Like back in the '90s or right now? Because
Right now, it fits the script. However, who are you going to find to invest in that?
I get what she's saying because, like I said, I said a year ago, and that's why I'm wrong. This was a few years ago. This was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
And what it is this would have been the forerunner of all the stuff that we're getting now.
True.
This show would have came out before we got all these other badass female action stars.
Yep.
Mhm.
It would have been the first, or the first modern one.
Right. That is
That
true.
would have been taken seriously. It would have been James Bond canon. And it's just like, I hate to say it this way. Okay, so how many times this script passed around and one of you assholes took this story and gave it to a white female and they made a movie from it already?
Yep.
That's why I was just like, wow, because it is everything that we loving about this stuff now. All these, Charlie Theron is doing this, but this girl just got this role in
I
this.
was just thinking about that one.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just like, but this came before all of those things, and it would have been Holly Berry at the height of her sexiness. And especially being a Bond show, it would have been sexy. It would have been the old school spy stuff, sexiness, espionage, And it's just like, but y'all didn't, like you say, they didn't want to invest in it because it was a black woman as the lead.
And honestly though, I was just thinking about it too. It would have worked. I personally think it would have worked so well if it was like maybe released around the time one of the last James Bond movies came out, or at least a little bit after. Still right on even though that movie was, but still, it would have, like you said, it would definitely would have been a front runner of all of these, all of them. But it's because it's a black woman. It's a black woman. Period. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And it's disappointing. It's annoying. Not surprising, but come on.
And it legit doesn't make any sense because she just came off the Oscar win. It's Holly Berry, like I said, the height of her sexiness. She was, I hate to say this, but she was accepted. Cass would have watched it. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm like, it's just wow. I was like, why didn't you do this? Do you not like money? It would have worked. It would have worked. Because we're literally seeing like every other show with a strong female lead is this script. It's this script.
It fits perfectly well, and she would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been something that we'll watch till this day.
Yeah, because again, she was probably the best part of that damn movie in the first place.
Yeah, she was. No, she was. Period.
Halle Berry.
It's just like I don't get, especially again, going to the business side. If somebody gave this script out like, we don't know if this script can work, or it might be too high of a budget. Bull. Because literally you turn around and you got, like I said, cats like Netflix, even though Netflix wasn't really around me, but cats like Netflix spending, and Game of Thrones $1 million an episode and making a profit. I think this show could have did it, and you still wouldn't have to spend $1 million an episode.
No, they wouldn't.
You wouldn't have had to.
No. Shoot, I'm thinking about other shows too, like fucking Alias. Man.
But if you get a chance, this Deadline. Yes, mm-hmm. Deadline did this article. The script is out there. You can look it up. It's pretty good. It really is pretty good. And because I'm terrible, I didn't write down who wrote it in my notes. But it's really good.
I'll link the article. At least.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I'm sorry, it wasn't Deadline. It was Cinema Blend. Let me give them their credit. Cinema Blend, and it's a really good script. So it's just that's that Hollywood mentality again. Again, this stuff rears its head. Like Marvette said, Paulina said. I'm sorry. It's just because it was a black woman. They didn't think people would follow a black woman lead, but it would have been a great show, and you would have had the most. Again, I hate using it this way, but the most acceptable black woman in Hollywood as your lead. Just do it. Sometimes you don't have to overthink something if you want to actually make money and succeed. Because now the whole James Bond franchise is begging people to help them make it into a franchise, but you already had it.
Yep.
You had the TV show, you could have had the movies.
And
she could have kept going, and y'all could have brought in other James Bonds and made it a joke. Like, you look different. You know, something stupid like that.
Oh, some fun, reoccurring joke about that? That would have been great.
Yeah.
No, they squandered it. So it's like, what's the point?
Because like I said, I saw, when I skimmed over the script, I saw a lot of the stuff that we look at now. Like I said, I keep calling out Charlize Theron only because I really do love the old guard. But a lot of the stuff that we find in our female action heroes has been used in so much stuff now. And all this stuff was already there in the script. It was already there. It was already there. Yeah, but that is the end of our show notes for this evening. And before we go, we like to go around and ask all our hosts what did they see in this week in Afrofuturism and general geekdom, and you know what else they want to talk about. Marvette, let's start with you.
Malcolm and Marie. Watch it. Just watch it, and come have a discussion with me about it. I'm here. If you want to argue, you want to talk about it, you want to fight about it, I'm here for it. Hit me up.
Paulina.
I had to laugh because it reminded me of a guy on Family Guy who kept saying you want to fight about it. But for me, there's two things. Well, one, I'm blanking out. God, I just had it. Oh, I'm so mad. The other one, it's not really Afrofuturism stuff. It's more
or general geekdom, Afrofuturism or general geekdom. It's everything, anything.
It's not even that. It's just Hollywood craziness. Honestly, I mean, I want to say that this turd got what's coming for him, but there are a lot of turds that supported him for the longest time, and I'm talking about Joss Whedon. I don't know if y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Ray Fisher shit.
Not just the Ray Fisher shit. There was, oh god, what was her name? She was she was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Charisma. Yes, Charisma.
It was Charisma Carpenter. Yeah, yes. It was all a part of that giant article about him wanting an apology. I read all that shit.
Yeah.
It was a giant article about it.
I'm just like, but I'm just sitting here like this. So this is what's going on, huh? I bet you $5 that he's gonna have something else to be working on and getting money from, because for some reason people still respect his work for some dumb reason.
That's talented.
And
and we can do a whole episode on that, guys. Sorry to cut you off.
We actually can. Maybe this is a precursor to that episode, because there's another being. I don't even want to call him a human being. I don't know if y'all have been hearing about, what is it, Armie Hammer? The baking soda guy who's named after baking soda, but he was like in movies with Henry Cavill, and I don't know. Some crazy stuff dropped about him, and I'm just sitting here like, I like seeing rich white men fail. And
the Armie Hammer shit is allegations, though. Ain't got no proof. They ex-girlfriends and shit talking.
I thought it was hilarious though, because someone actually did research and was like, Armie Hammer actually came from a line of really crazy men. And I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, again, we get solid proof. I'm just sitting here like, this is so funny. I love this. He was actually dropped from a publishing company. I don't know. A production company?
All of it. Oh, no, he lost everything.
Right. They're like, oh, no. Even his publicist was like, nah. I'm like,
yeah. What? Oh, yeah. He lost everything.
I'm like, this is great. This is wonderful. I need popcorn for this. But that's honestly, that's basically it. Oh, the other thing came up, but we're gonna get mad over it. So I'll just save that for the next episode. Otherwise, that's it.
What?
Nope.
What's the other thing?
Nope. Next episode.
What's the other thing?
No.
Say it.
Nope. That's it, though.
Then you shouldn't even mention it.
No,
then.
no, I'll mention it to you guys so we can talk at length about it in the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I will not.
Well, for me, I am officially declaring that we are on the road to Sugar Mama number 2 because they released a trailer for Black Myth Wukong,
Ooh.
that ultra crazy video game trailer that came out a year ago. They decided, hey, Chinese New Year's coming. Let's do another one to mess with y'all, even though we don't know if this game is real. Asshole. So I'm gonna need like a boss computer, and so ladies, if you can hit me up on the DMs of the Afro Anime Initiative podcast, which you can find on our social media, the Afro Anime Initiative on Facebook and Instagram. We have a Facebook page and a group, so join us on both of those. And you can follow us at Afro_AI on Twitter, and right here on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever the latest episode of Afro Anime Initiative podcast comes up. That's all we have for you today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever you're listening. Thank you all for listening. Peace.